Hello everyone, Railgan here today to talk a little bit about the cheesy games that are out there in Stormgate. This is a game with me in the blue versus another Infernal player in the red. And today I want to show you guys something very cheesy. So on this map there is one camp right here that both players want very much. I'm going for two production buildings, one to build my melee brutes and the other to build my gaunts. I think this is called a conclave, and I'm building them a little bit out there on the map, a little bit proxy to get there just a little bit faster, while my opponent is building them at home, which means they're, well, easier to defend, but the units have to walk slightly longer. If we're looking at our bases, we both have 8 workers on the... I keep calling minerals. I think it's called luminite and this is called terracin, something like that. I have 1 worker here, and the difference is my opponent is going out there on the map right now to build a proxy tower to help him take this camp. I'm out here as well building 2 proxy towers. Now I cannot show you guys the vision of us, but rest assured that my opponent that I do not see the tower of my opponent, nor does my opponent see my 2 towers. But you know what's better than 1 tower? 2 towers. So my opponent sacrificed his first unit immediately to try to take out down my tower before my units get there. I got my ranged unit here that I need to protect, so you saw me micro it around there a little bit. And my towers are getting close to done. So if I can get any damage on this tower of his right now, that would be very good. He's a little bit too scared with those little fiends. Fiends is what they're called. These are the brutes, these are the gaunts. And now my 2 towers are taking down his single tower, and he feels mighty weak right now. His tower is going down. His units are not in a position to push. I could focus the tower on his gaunt right there, but instead I'm just focusing down the speed camp, and every kill that I make gives me, I think, 40 resources, or no, I think it's 25 resources. But what's even more important is that every kill I make that on a unit that has been hit by these skeletal guys gives me 1 fiend. Now, by killing those camps, not only did I get a lot of resources, but also a lot of fiends. My opponent gets his fiends from sacrificing the brutes. If one of these brutes die, 2 fiends spawn. Well, it's better to have the brutes alive, then they die, and then you get the fiends, but you can also sacrifice them. So what is the next step on this map? Like, these games always play out very similar. So now there are 2 camps here, where if you clear the camp, and this is not that easy, you get a siege unit. So let's have a little look. I cleared the vision camp. I see everything in this blue circle. I got an imp down here. This is a worker. It will clear the path between my base to my opponent's base. Now my opponent sees nothing. So my opponent is moving down here to try and take out get his camp. I see his entire army. So instead of attacking the siege camp, where I would get the siege unit that could end him, I'm waiting. I'm clearing the rocks here a little bit sloppily. I'm just spamming units. They only got 2 production buildings still. But I spam the units and then I engage on my opponent while he's fighting the very strong camp. And now, because my units are killing his units once again, if they die, they spawn fiends that fight for me. So now not only do I kill his entire army, I steal it. I would have gotten his siege camp, but I also get the little fiends for killing his army. And well, he has nothing left. He has 0 units. He has 12 workers and 1 on the gas. I have 11 workers. We're basically even out in terms of workers, but I just have a much larger army and won with this, well, very cheesy proxy tower rush here, because in the fiend versus fiend matchup, we go back a little bit, it's really, I'm not sure how well this skip backward feature actually works, but in the fiend versus fiend matchup, it's all about these speed camps. It's actually really smooth, like much smoother than StarCraft, skipping backward. It's a little bit buggy though, because the fiends are hitting a unit that's no longer there. I guess the unit died, so now the fiends are attacking nothing. But yeah, very cool. Doesn't work on every map, but in maps that are contested, that you know you and your opponent are gonna go for the same camp, just build 2 towers. Wouldn't even be surprised if in the future people are just gonna build 3 towers proxy blindly. But yeah, that's it. Really cool map, really weird game. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching.